This is it. It's the beginning. Snow season. It's November 10th. First snow. Oh, it's kind of a bittersweet walk outside. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then it's dripping down your neck. Anyhow, we got this GMC Terrain. It's a 2014 variety. And it needs a new ABS module. Got one right here from Chevrolet. This little guy here, OEM. Just the module. I hope the pump's good. I diagnosed this a few weeks ago because the module's been on back order, so we just got it off the back order. It showed up. Guy's been driving it in the meantime. ABS lights on. I don't recall exactly which code. We'll look up in our repair notes. It was something to do with internal control module failure. It was like a no diagnosis type code, you know, something going on with all the jiggly bits inside the ABS module. It was a matter of checking powers and grounds and, you know, calling it a day. So he had it at another shop. They put a bunch of wheel bearings on it. Of course, light's still on. Go figure. Probably would be in our best interest. I was gonna just get after it, but why don't we plug in a scan tool? And I don't recall if light was on when I pulled it in, but we'll see what code's in it or what codes are in it, and then we'll proceed with taking it apart. Did a full system scan on it. We'll hit report. Yeah, so this C056D electronic control unit hardware. If you read the description on that code, there's not much to it. And then it's got a couple body control module codes, but this is the one we're after. So nothing to do with the wheel bearing. So I don't know, maybe it had, you know, wheel speed sensor codes in it or something. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the code we're going to fix, C056D. And if you're ever working on General Motors and you have to replace a module, I think I've said this in lots of other videos, we got to look at the programming and setup. It's under control module references, okay? And that's what you got to look for. Then you come down. This is the K17 module. This one here it gives you scan tool info, wiring diagrams, how to replace the module, and then the important part, the programming and setup. So before we pull the old one out, I always like to look and see if there's any special instructions. This one there's not. Just tells you to replace it, and this hasn't even been updated. It's still talking about using the SPS, which GM hasn't had for a while. Just follow the programming setups on the screen and then follow the setup instructions, and that's it. Nothing else after that. And that little guy lives way down there, the end of my finger. I don't know what we're gonna be able to see recording it. It shouldn't be too difficult. I want to pull this off, pull the engine cover off, and I think that'll give me a cleaner shot to it, I'm hoping. This is the time of year you see a lot of these engines come in with the rear main seal blown out of them. This PCV line, the fresh air side where it hooks over here, it's always full of water. Well, yeah, just like this one is. I'll show you. They fill full of water and then they freeze shut. And then they get a ton of crankcase pressure and then it blows the rear seal out. It's a really piss poor design. Yeah, so look, oops, you guys missed it. So there's all the water dumping out of this. So yeah, the whole thing fills full of water. You can see the water running right out of the fresh air side. So it probably was frozen. This thing will freeze up and blow the rear seal out for sure. Super, super common on this. I'll blast it out a little compressed air, but it's only temporary. Just a real poor design. Now we can see a little bit more. I guess if it's snow season, it's also listen to the furnace season, SMA. Get her unplugged first here. Plug's kind of a bit of a pisser. You got to know how those plugs work prior to reaching back there. It's just, I'll show you once we get it out. And then I think the Torx bits. Yes, sir. They looked in really good shape when I initially quoted the job. Oftentimes when we're doing ABS modules, we're gonna unhook this PCV, the purge valve there. Don't forget to hook that back up. Oftentimes when we're doing these in the PRNY, there is no hope. You can't separate that module from the ABS pump. Usually corrosion wins. Let me grab a T something, looks like a T20. I think I've got some longer ones that might work out well back there. Let's see. Ah, you ding dong. I grabbed a T25 because I thought I was wrong. Take two. T20 fits like a glove. Let's see. Let's see if we can just go through and crack them loose and spin them out with our fingers. That would be great. Get on up here. Okay, that one cracked loose. I think all of these are going to be by feel. It's going to be my guess. A little groove you slide it in down here. Okay, there's that one. That's two. What the world? Now let's try this top one here. I think the master cylinder is going to be right in the way. Come on, baby. Okay, that's three. I guess we can get the three out that we've got loose, hopefully. I did not buy new screws, so we can't drop these things. I should put a bucket of antifreeze under the car just in case we do. They're tiny little suckers. The bucket of antifreeze will guarantee that the screw falls directly into the antifreeze. In case you don't know that trick. 60% of the time, it works every time. This one's gonna be a little bit trickier. Wow. I'm gonna work on getting these out. I ain't gonna bore you with the rest of it. But there's gonna be some screw dropping, a little swearing. We should be in the clear now. This has to come off all the solenoids here and unplug out of the pump. Just like that, you just wiggle her straight out. Push, push, push. A baby is born. There it is, old son. There's your module. Not much to look at. There's little rubber gaskets on each solenoid. Everything looks good there. Let's grab the new one, slip it in. There's a little O-ring right here. This is the connection that goes down into the pump motor. And I just put a little bit of silicone grease on there. You use dielectric grease, silicone grease. Put a little bit on that O-ring. And we'll guide her in. Make sure I've already looked at the connector once. It was good and clean. Let's kind of get that shoved back out of the way. Well, it's what it is. It'll move out of the way. Let's see. How did it come out? You'd think that thing would fit right down in here, no sweat, right? We'll do the pump side there down. You just gotta be really careful. You don't want to go shoving this thing in and breaking it. Get her on there, get her flipped around the right way. Oh yeah, okay. Whew. I was looking at the wrong thing there, my guy. Okay. Get her up on there. That's it. I'm going to do the electrical connector one right here, just kind of set that on there. The last thing you want to do is get it all together and find out it doesn't plug in. This is the combo I use on all 4 screws. Torque's bit about that long, about half a finger width. I don't know how long it is. I'm gonna sit here and struggle with these for the next half hour, and then we'll get it programmed up. Okay, they're all in and torqued to spec, and I don't want to brag, sound boastful, but yeah, I dropped a screw, hit the ground, rolled all the way out, hit my foot. There's a little flex for you. We better get some lube. Nut driver as well. Just a little bit of silicone grease up on that joint. But you don't want to put that on yet. Okay, just tricking you guys. Testing you more than anything. Slippery little guy, aren't you? We're in, baby. All right, we've got the battery maintainer on it. The key is in the cut on position. And if GM Tech Line Connect is working today, by golly, we'll be done in no time. There is an issue retrieving VIN slot status. Please try again. Electronic brake control module. Boom. Mother lover, dude. I hate General Motors. Well, we restarted it. So now we gotta wait. Gotta go through all its little updates. We got 2 available VIN slots, so I don't know what its problem is. If it comes down to it, you gotta call and wait on the phone for ever. I think we're cooking with fire now, boys. It identified the VIN that time. Last time, whoa, dude. Where's the focus, you? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do replace and program. Click the next button. Then we're gonna pick the ABS controller. This is as far as we made last time. Now down here it says programming, and then it says setup, and then your types of programming, normal or VCI. The VCI is when you have to call GM and they do something special for you. So now it's checking our VIN slot. Hey, look at that. We're winning now. Okay, well, I'll let this go through and do its thing. Sometimes it can take a little while. So make sure your laptop's plugged in and your car has a maintainer on it. Alright, let's see here. We survived. Proceed with same VIN. We're going to go back to the ABS module, then we're going to go to setup. And there's usually some instructions. Maybe it's brake pedal position, steering wheel position. I'm not sure what all it's going to ask, but we shall find out here shortly, I'm sure. Before starting this procedure, align the front wheels and center the steering wheel. Okay, I just went ahead and just did a wheel alignment on it. That's all good. The steering wheel is centered. Have we replaced the ECU? Yes. And then we wait. There it is. Electronic brake control module setup. Press the next button. Place the front wheels and steering wheel in a straight ahead position. Check. Is a key cut on? Check. Please wait. Establishing vehicle communication. Check, check, check. Work it. Now we gotta turn it off. The key is in the full cut off position. And then we wait. Cut the key back on. Next. Oh yeah. So what all did we do? Checking that the brake's not applied, brake pressure sensor calibration, yaw rate sensor calibration, steering position reset, and then performing setup on new control module, cutting keys on and off. Boom, we got the green check box. Boom. Just like that. We'll proceed with the same bin. We'll cancel all this stuff. We're gonna plug the old Altel up in here and clear all the codes out. Sometimes when you program something, all the other modules will have a bunch of codes in them because it shuts the certain parts of the network down and stuff. So we'll just do a quick erase on all of these. Sometimes you got to do it twice, but you can use the GM tool there to do it if you like. I always like to do it like this, that way we know for a fact. Speaking of beautiful women, what's in the bag, baby?
Potatoes?
Oh, thought it was a snack.
Is that a potato?
No thanks. Okay, we should be in good shape. We probably should check before we put the hood down, because I thought I had a, you have a headlight code in it? Maybe it was an old one? I don't know. I will check. Also, honorable mention to this thing. Okay, I see the one girl there on the YouTubes there, that Faye Hadley, the Toyota girl. She showed this in a video and got so much slack for that. It was kind of crazy. People were freaking out. Stuff your face in a garbage can if you did that to my hood strut, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, it's already junk. If it wasn't junk, we wouldn't need to use this. And let's be honest, if I didn't have this tool, I'd be snapping a pair of vice grips on it. People get so serious on the internet. Looks like the headlights work to me. Just figure we're as close as we're gonna be to that headlight, so I don't remember what the codes were. I thought it said something about a headlight, but huzzah, we're in good shape. We're out of here. Alright, let's go find someplace slippery. Make sure the ABS works and everything. Make sure nothing looks funny. Into our ABS and Attestive facility. This thing's falling around. Here we go. Oh, yep, traction control's flashing. Hardcore ABS stop. Traction's flashing. Boom. And ABS stop. 3, 2. Mint. Back it up. Oh boy, she's not four-wheel drive. Come on, just gotta get her rolling, that's all, boys. Good shape. Alright, we made it. Back to the shop. ABS works, traction works. Happy. 138, 418. What it says. So that's it, folks. Putting the part there on your car and getting her programmed. That's the generic ending. ABS module on your GMC Terrain, I believe it is. Usually says somewhere it's here. I think that's what we're working on. Pretty easy. The only, I mean, changing the parts easy, but you know, the negative side of it is, if there's a negative side to it, is you have to take it somewhere to be programmed. And that's that. That can cost more than the labor in some cases, depending on, you know, how much it costs to get it programmed. I'm so profound this morning. That's it. I got to keep on keeping on. Insty, Facebook. You guys know where we're at. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.